Life is not what it used to be. All about baby me. Oh, hello, how are you? The name is Phineas Gilmore. At your service. Here to tell you that your wife never loved you and your children aren't yours. NBA is fixed. NBA is fixed. I'm not going to be on too long. Chatted up with you guys for a little while. Just chat it up. Just to chat it up. I'm heading to bed. Say my grace. Read some of that good word. The gospel. Read the word of God. I read the word every night. What I do, I'm picking my hair like this. In the name of... No, I'm not. I read the word every night, though. Tell you what it's hard to do. Pray a long time. I used to be able to pray a long time. I can't do that anymore. Anyway, so B-ball wanted to make this video because I was trying to make a regular video, and I did on, I made a regular video and it wouldn't upload. So I'm having some uploading problems. Does anyone know what a marsupial is? Does anyone know where the name marsupial came from? Are you a marsupial? A kangaroo is a marsupial. Marsupial. I know what I'll call that bouncing thing. I'll call it the marsupial. Write it down. Was a kangaroo always called a marsupial? Anyways, so yeah, what up? Somebody's on. How you doing today? This evening. I just wanted to get some NBA stuff in before I go. Talk about Game 7. Yeah, see, this is how I look at things. I'm surprised that Russell Westbrook is not playing anymore. But then again, he's not a very nice guy. So I can kind of understand why the NBA would get rid of him so quick. But LeBron James is going to win tomorrow. Sunday, right? And when he does, nobody should be surprised. And for the people who are surprised, phooey on you. You just shouldn't be surprised. And I think they either face I think they're going to face either the Sixers or the Raptors. I'm not sure what the schedule is, but I think they face either the Sixers or the Raptors, or both. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, 3 rounds. At any rate, I think they're going to go through the rounds. Obviously not easy, but I think it's all a scam to keep LeBron, in the limelight. But then again, last year he got taken out in game, 5? Game 5, it was over, right? That was a waste. Anyway, so this is what I think. People keep saying that Houston is going to win it all. I can understand how Houston takes it all. I get that. Houston can take it all. You guys, if you've been on my channel, you've heard me say this before. And if the people who are here now haven't heard me say it, I will explain to you why Houston can take it all. I can also go into detail on why Steph Curry should not even be in the finals. And the cakewalk that is the East pretty much going to be given to LeBron, with all the teams that are playing, you have to think what team. Okay, let's look at it like this. When LeBron lost the finals last year, he played up against a team that was heavily stacked. What other team is heavily stacked like that in the East? There's no other team in the whole NBA that's stacked like OKC or Golden State. There's none. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 superstars. There's nobody stacked like that. Nobody. That's just that. Nonetheless, so if they get taken out by the Rockets, what up, Jamie? Yeah, Cavs win. So if they get taken out by the Rockets, Golden State, if Curry doesn't come back and they get taken out by the Rockets, listen, I don't think that Golden State is going to get taken out by Anthony Davis. It makes no sense for that to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Golden State is going to get taken out by the Western Conference Finals, which would make sense. But once they're out of the way and James Harden folds like a deck chair like he usually does, that's the rhythm of things. So I can see LeBron, I can see anybody who's a threat to Cleveland. Okay, so they play this. Yeah. I think they'll beat them in Game 7. However, I'm not going to lie, that's going to be a tough one. The 76ers are tough. That's going to be a tougher battle than the Pacers. There's not going to be any, hey, we're just going to tell Kevin Love to, slack off in the second quarter. Let these guys win. It's going to be like, yo, Kevin, you got to go out there and do you. You're not going to go to J.R. Reed and say, you know what, J.R., 8 points is good enough. 8 points, no. Or J.R. Smith. You're not going to do that. You're going to be like, J.R., you got to put somebody in, you got to go hard in the paint. Oh. Yo, that's good news. When did he say this? 365. I don't see my boy LeBron winning this year. There's not enough help. Wait. Hey, are you a sub? 365? I do not know the beginning. NBA is life. I like it. Is the life? NBA is the life. I like it. Oh, we lost Game 6? That's what's up. Like, that's money to me. But 365, tell me that tomorrow. Say that tomorrow. Hey, when game 7 is over, 365, tomorrow's game, come on back and say that same old thing. You're not going to be saying that tomorrow. You're not going to be saying that tomorrow. I got LeBron scoring 50 tomorrow. Something like that. Let's just say that I think they're going to show up. See, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless thought that they was going to show up for Game 6. I was like, that makes no financial sense. Why would they show up for game 6 and knock them out just like that? No. Let the Pacers show up. Let them knock them down 30 for 34 points. Let it look like Oladipo is dominating. Let them slam on LeBron. Let people talk about it. Let's talk it up. And then tomorrow, just tell them to just listen. Go out there and annihilate these guys in the first quarter and just do them like you did the Celtics last year. Just walk all over them. Boston or Philly for what? Wait a minute. For what? Who do they play? Do they play the Sixers next? Cleveland plays the Sixers next, right? I mean, Boston's gonna they'll beat the Bucks. Philly is they're already done, aren't they? I think. Cavs versus Toronto, that's what's up next. Okay, because I don't know. You guys know Philly playing Celtics. Oh, okay. Philly plays the Celtics. Well, we already know what's going to happen there. The Celtics are going to go out. Philly's going to beat the Celtics. If listen to this. So the second round, Cleveland plays Toronto? That's what's going on? That's who they have next? Toronto? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Just think about this. If Cleveland plays oh man, that's good. Okay, Toronto was number 1 seed, right? The Raptors, number 1 seed. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean a doggone thing. Philly was number 3 seed. Cleveland was number 4 seed. And the Celtics might have been number 2. Okay, so we're going to see the baby Raptors. Okay, so here's what's going on. If the Celtics take on Philly and the narration is anything like it was for the last 2 years when Cleveland saw the Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals, here's what's gonna happen. Cleveland takes on the Raptors. They're gonna beat the Raptors. That's just it. They're gonna beat the Raptors. It's just the way I see it. Let's just hope it ends up this way. Cleveland's gonna beat the Raptors. They're gonna beat the Pacers tomorrow. They're gonna beat the Raptors game 7. Boom, they take them out. What's interesting is I don't think the Celtics are going to beat Philly. But if they did beat Philly, we know that Cleveland rolled over the Celtics last year. Now, I know we don't have a Kyrie Irving. I already know this. But nonetheless, that's what it's looking like. But I'm really hoping it's not. But that's what it's looking like. I would rather the Celtics play up against Cleveland than the 76ers. Why? Because the narrative behind the Celtics and Cleveland is a lot more valuable than the narrative of the 76ers. There's just a lot more money behind the Celtics right now than there is behind the 76ers coming up and doing their thing. They're a nice Cinderella story. I get it. But that old blood between brothers, LeBron and Kyrie, it's just a better narrative, even though Kyrie's not playing. You know what I'm saying? But if that happened, we already know that Cleveland would beat the Celtics. Boom, they go into the finals. Yeah, the Celtics is the bronze rival, right? Yeah, so there's just There's just more storyline. Like the 76ers, the only storyline really there is Simmons. And being that they weren't any good 2 years ago, and now they're balling out of control. They're a good team. They're a good young team. But if you're looking at the storyline, if you're looking at the value in the storyline and the money, you would be looking at the Celtics versus Cleveland. Cleveland beats the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Boom. Go ahead and beat Houston. Cleveland wins another ring. Everybody's happy. But I'm telling you, if that happened, LeBron's going to lose next year. If LeBron loses, I am going to be so angry. Don't be angry. Whatever you do, don't be angry. Nobody's going to care about you being angry over there in the Celtics. They're not going to know. Not unless you go and write LeBron a strongly worded letter. Dear LeBron, man, you could have scored. Whatever, But as a fan, I think, there's some kind of way of getting a hold of him as a fan. So, I mean, if you're going to be angry, then be angry and do something. Like get in touch with him, write him, see if he writes you back. Hit him up on his Twitter feed. See if he talks to you. Now that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if he responds to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just so hard to see LeBron winning this year. Listen, it's not hard for me to see it because I don't watch the games. I don't sit there and watch the games and go through all of that. I just simply make my pick at the beginning of the year and I rock with that. I don't know all the stats. I don't get into it like that. What I do is I don't have a television. Everything I watch is on, But what I do is look at news feeds like World Star Hip Hop and CNN and Yahoo News, and I look at the feeds. And if I start seeing people showing up in the feeds, or I start seeing people on Facebook, having these commercials and stuff like that, that triggers something. And every now and then I will go. Every now and then, I look at some of the highlights. Then I get some of my flavor from the highlights. And when I do that, I'm just like, okay, this is what I can see happening. This is, what I'm saying? Then I go ahead and make the narrative. But most of it is pretty much in your face. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is just pretty much right there. So I don't have a problem. You ain't missing much, trust me. Yeah, the few games I do, parts of the highlights that I watch, it's just so disappointing for me to look at it. Every now and then I'll see something make me go, Like that time LeBron dribbled behind his back and through the other guy's legs. I was just like, that's smooth. That buzzer beater, that was pretty cool. Steph Curry dribbling through like 3 defenders and then just, whoosh, that's awesome. Seeing somebody slam from almost the top of the key, that's pretty dope. Saying stuff like that is just like, I was never able to do that, but that's pretty cool. I like feats of strength and athleticism. So that I can say is pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? What up, Cotton? Yo, what up, Ortiz? Just chatting it up, man. Talking about the game tomorrow. Talking about what I expect to happen. Just what I expect, even though I was thrown for a loop yesterday. It wasn't that bad because still the team I chose is in it. And, I had one sub saying that he said, listen, if Cleveland wins the whole thing this year, he'll donate $1,000 to the channel. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. I'll take that $1,000, and I'll probably end up distributing a lot of it back to you guys, but nonetheless, I like it. How about Paul George, no call? I didn't see the game, so I don't know about what happened. I just kind of heard about it. When I really want to get like more detail into what happened in the game, I kind of turn on Shannon Sharp and Skip because they get real detailed. Okay. I can look at it and tell you what I think if you guys want to talk about that. You know, I didn't bet. I didn't make a $1,000 bet if that's what you're asking. Yeah, I didn't make a bet. This guy he just feels that the NBA is not fixed, and he's like, yo, I'll give you $1,000 if it is. You know, I like people like that. It's not because he wants to give me $1,000, but I like people who really don't believe it's fixed and then find out that it is. It was a game-winning shot. Looked like a good shot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even bother to watch any of the game, but I did hear about that. You know what I'm saying? I tell you guys, I only look at the highlights. Now, I want to say this. A lot of the information that you guys have, I just don't have that information because you guys watch the games. You guys know the roster. You guys know things down to the millisecond that I really don't get too deep into. This is why I'm usually repeating myself, is because I don't have a bunch of information that usually when I'm making a video like this, I'm making this for a date stamp. This is the reason why I'm making this video. It's because once the video is over with and then tomorrow happens and I'm right, somebody can look at the video and go, okay. And then they'll start saying, this guy knows something, you know. So they'll start paying more attention to the channel. So that's kind of why I'm making this video today. But like I said, anything you guys want me to look up and talk about, I can also do that. What was the NBA's ref's name that wrote the book about the league? Doherty. His name was Doherty. The guy who was gambling. Yeah, his name was Doherty. I guess I do know a few things, huh? Yep. The NBA is fixed. Yeah, his name was Doherty. He was gambling. What do you guys think about female refs? What do you guys think about female refs in football? Oh. Yeah, Tim Doherty. Or Donahue. Yeah, that's him. Doherty, Donahue, one of them he's. Yeah, I'm not in favor of. Okay, so you hate football? What up, Savage? I'm not in favor of the women who are on like First Take and Undisputed and Colin Hurd. Colin Hurd is my dude, but that chick on there, she made me not want to watch the show anymore. I'm serious. Like all of the chicks on there make me not want to watch the show. I don't like chick commentators. I don't want to see chicks on any of the, any of the shows. I don't want to see none of you because none of you play. And yeah. And he lost millions of dollars because of that. I made a video about it. I mean, if somebody asked me, can only imagine what they say on the field. There's one chick who's a ref. Now, I don't mind the fact that she's a ref. She's NFL ref. I don't mind. I'm just like, get out there and do your thing. But if you get smacked, because refs get smacked all the time. A linebacker will run one of those refs over. You just see the doggone flag just go flying for no reason. Some ref just got ran over. And they'll run you over too. They should get one of the lingerie girls to do the Now, I do like the lingerie. I don't watch the lingerie league. It's a little too sexist for me. But I like the fact that those girls are actually cracking each other. I do like that. Yeah, it's just a little too much. Tits out, ass just. Yeah, they love to show off their goodies, but it's just like, you women are confusing. You need space, but you want to run around looking like this. I just don't know what to do with the female populace today. I'm just very confused. I need space. You need to give me my space, and I just need a hole. But nonetheless, you want to run around with your tits out and your ass crack out, and I'm supposed to do what about? You need to respect me. No, I don't. I don't respect you one damn bit. I don't respect not a damn thing you have to say. I tell them to. If I met a chick who played lingerie football and she asked me my opinion, I say, listen, you don't need to be running around like that. Put on a pair of regular shorts and do it. You just don't need to have your goodies all out like that. So I don't support it. I don't watch it, However, the athleticism of the lingerie football league, I admire that because they get it in. So I admire an athlete no matter who you are. But I don't admire the fact that the women are sending us men. Men are the enemy. And, if we look at a woman and say, hello, we're wrong for that. If we say a woman is beautiful, the woman's got a problem with that. If we look at a woman's tits, I'm up here. It's just like you parade around with your tits out on a football field of all places. It's like, I'm so glad Chuck Noll never had cheerleaders. They're just irritating. They are, and what he said was they're a distraction. That's exactly what they are. Those cheerleaders, listen, at one time the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders was just as popular as the freaking Dallas Cowboys. The best in the business was the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. And you were just like, yeah, we want to see the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Just like, they don't have anything to do with football. Even the cheerleaders when I played football, I thought they were irritating. I used to look at them and go, shut up. Like, go team, shut up. I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from my mom. I want my mom to tell me to go. My mom to root for me. That's who I want to hear. That's the woman I want to hear root for me. My mom going, Tom, do it, damn. Yeah, Tony, yeah, good hit. That's the woman I want rooting for me. And that's what I got, I had the best game of my life when my mom was rooting for me. So I was good. That motivated me so much to play harder because I knew my mother was watching me. But when some goofy chick that won't even talk to me in school is cheering for me, you're not cheering for me. You shut your mouth and go away. And I had one of the cheerleaders hit on me, and I walked away from her like she was nothing because I never respected it, And cheerleading's a sport. It's hard. It's like, okay, fine. I just don't want you cheering for me. I don't need you cheering for me. I want my mother to cheer for me. I just don't. I know you don't even know my name. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand me. If I try to roll up on you after school, you won't even look at me. So hell no. Ratchet, they used to play Master P. The girls, clueless tone. When it all falls down. Yeah, they're irritating. The cheerleaders are irritating. Oh, they're fun to look at. And now you got these freaking cheerleaders got their ass all out with the doggone kids is looking at this. And I'm just like, you women in America are the most confusing species on the damn planet. When I look at a freaking rabbit, that rabbit doesn't confuse me. I know exactly what that rabbit's doing. The rabbit doesn't freaking eat. That rabbit is gonna do exactly what rabbits do. Women change every 5 seconds. I'm a woman. I have the right to change my mind, and you have to put up. No, I don't. I tell you what, you stand right here and change your mind, and I'm gonna go over to the next country. Bye. I have to change it. Yeah, I don't have to listen to that. Today and age, I tend to have better combo and even respect more to strippers than you gotta respect it. Listen, I respect the hoe more than I respect the chick who doesn't say she's a hoe, but she's really a hoe. Chick who's standing out on the corner, you already know what it is. You have to drive up to cause a situation. Yeah, if you pull up to the hoe at the corner and you put the brakes on and start talking to her, you did that. You already knew what she was. You know what comes with the territory. Everything bad and everything good, you already know. If you meet a woman just out at the grocery store, you have no idea. You have no idea. I'd rather a woman just straight up tell me what it is. Like, I met a young lady and she was just like, look, I'm a virgin. What's up? And I was like, yeah, that's nice, but no. And she was a virgin. She's like, listen, let's get married and have a bunch of kids. It's like, man, you're too young. You know what I'm saying? But I admired the fact that she came right out with it and just like, this is what I am. This is what I do. I know I'm young, but, let's go. I was like, nah, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I admired that. You know what I'm saying? Because she came right out and told me. I know some ladies I've worked with, and they act like they're all, and they were trifling. They're the most trifling women I've ever met. And the reason why I'm talking like that is because the pain that they put me through. Ooh, sweet God. Oh, but they helped me realize. Yeah, these females helped me realize, what I am and who I am to them. And yeah, I already know. Almost fell for a blind girl, but she had an age. I'm so burnt out from women. I just like to look at them. But it just, all this stuff going on with these women these days is just, oh, that's crazy. All the stuff with these Golden State is crushing the Pelicans. I told you guys, Golden State's going to win. But super bright stuff. Yeah. I knew one chick, she was like, I'm brilliant. She just came out and told me, she's like, listen, I'm telling you, I'm brilliant. And I thought she was caught first until I realized the chick was just brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, that wasn't a tough call. That was casual, bro. I didn't do that. Yeah, so, she was brilliant. Like, she went to law school. And the law school she went to was putting her through it. But the thing about the chick, she would walk for it had to be close to 3/4 miles to catch the bus. It probably was, it was over 800 yards to catch the bus. And she would take 2 book bags that were loaded down with books and would walk out to catch this freaking bus. And, one day I went to her crib and I was just like, man, these books ain't heavy. I picked them books up. I was like, What? And you carry this to where? She's like, every morning I carry this to the bus stop, get her, because she was going to, going to law school. She graduated, married a bus driver. But yeah. Yeah. She was that deal. She used to catch the bus, come see me. I'd be like, do you want me to come see you? She'd be like, no, I'll come see you. She would get on the bus and show up at the crib, and that's when I was living in somebody's basement. Right. She was something else, man. She was gorgeous. But, she had some secrets that I didn't like. And it just was, things went bad. They went very bad. But she's happily married now. And I'm sure she's got some kids and all that other good stuff. And, happy for her. But it's just interesting. Her, when she said she was brilliant, she was. Yeah, she was very, very, very brilliant. And I don't have a hatred for women. I just don't like them. I don't like. No, let me say this. I don't like what some of these women are doing in social media, and I don't want to put up with it. Yeah, I don't hate women. One woman was like, "Man, you just don't like us." I just don't want to put up with their nonsense. Now, you can find a woman that's straight ahead, no nonsense, tell you the truth, still be a damn woman, a lady, play her position the way she's supposed to. I'm all for that. But those days are, they even got grandmas out here turning up. It's like, it just looks so bad. And like, I'm glad I'm not in my 20s. I would be just hurt. I feel bad for the younger brothers, man. Because the women they got to contend with or for, I'm like, bro, I don't even know if it's worth it. You'd do better off dating a box of Kleenex. You would? I've recently become addicted to watching deaf girls argue. Stupid. Deaf girls arguing. Deaf girls arguing is confusing. But I'm going to tell you something. If you ever knew sign language, you'd be like, she said what? You going to talk to you like that? You would be signing like, her like that. I know you ain't going. I started to learn sign language at one time. That stuff is hard. But they had no shame. You got to laugh. The black guy. Oh my goodness. I'm just saying, man. Freaking sign language is no joke. Like I was doing good when I was just like, yeah, A, like B, C, like something D, like nigga, like I don't know, E, like F, J, K, L. Shoot. M, N, O, some P, Q, man. RSTUV. I was like, shoot. I was like, I don't know. What's up, man? I do not know sign language. Oh, you figuring it out, huh? It's getting hot in here. Pull a finger chest. Hey, man, I don't know. But yeah, as far as the games that are being played now in round 2, there's no surprise. I told you guys that Anthony Davis with the Pelicans, they weren't going to do anything against Golden State. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm thinking it's going to go to Game 5 and it's going to be over with. Bron doesn't have enough help to win the series. I'm just not going to agree with that. I am not going to agree with that. I'm just not. To win the series? Flying Tech, what up? To win the series? What are you talking about? Potter, you're talking about to win tomorrow. So you're saying Bron is not going to win tomorrow? Steph is sitting back like, we good. Steph ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to do nothing. Steph is on the sideline parading about any. Ain't hurt. You ain't hurt. Get out of here. You got Cavs in the Eastern Finals. Oh, yeah. I got Cavs winning the whole thing. Flying Tech. But I can see the league helping him win. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, Potter. Now you're starting to get it. People try to argue with me about Steph Curry being able to last in the 90s. Ball hand check. What do you mean they're trying to argue with you about it? Yeah. Yeah, I got him winning the whole thing, Tech. LeBron and the Cavs saving energy for Game 7. Yeah. Hey, listen, if they lose tomorrow, I'll still think the NBA is fixed, but I will be like, you know what, guys, I'm stumped. I don't know what the NBA is doing. I can't tell you, James Harden wins. Okay, fine. Is there an error which you can hand check? It was a lot of, yeah. I remember the hand check error. The Cavs lose tomorrow. Who you got winning? James Harden. I got Houston winning. Now, Tony, tell it like it is, has Golden State winning again. I can't do that. Doesn't seem like LeBron beating. Well, I guess Tech. But here's what I think. Here's what I think on that. I think before that, his legacy was already sealed for so many reasons. And I think that he's going to do greater stuff. They're going to have him doing greater feats. And one of them might be coming up soon. So that didn't necessarily solidify his legacy. That already happened. I mean, he's got 3 rings. Gary Payton had the meaningless hand check. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. He would guide you to what direction you want to go. I remember the hand check. When I played basketball, we would put our hands on you and hand check you and try to get the ball from you. Now, one of the reasons why I wasn't a halfway bad defender at basketball. I just didn't have the quickness and the agility in my legs. I was more straight ahead, hit you type of thing. But what I did know about basketball is I didn't really watch the ball on a defender. The defender came down and there's a spin a move on me. I would never really watch the ball. I always watched his waist. Because wherever the waist goes, that's where he goes. So my whole thing was not necessarily blocking shots and stuff like that. I was just getting in your way. So if you were trying to go to the hub, you would really have to move fast around me because I was just going to be on your waist the whole time just to disrupt your path. All in all, respect LeBron for his social commentary because LeBron never did that. Well, LeBron is very careful what he says, even recently to Skip Bayless. I was off the, I started in a lot of games, but I sucked. The older I got, the more I sucked. Greater feet, you mean on court or off court? On the court. Because this guy LeBron is like more of a GOAT than Michael Jordan. Yeah, I mean greater feats on the court and off the court. But definitely on the court. He's just got so much more juice. When LeBron finally sits it all down, he's still going to be in these kids' face doing stuff. He still has a foundation. I mean, he's still active with the fans, and the way he plays with the fans and stuff like that. He's just having fun. Jordan just made stuff look really pathetic when he did moves in the air. That's because he was a complete athlete. It's like he was looking for the hardest angle. Well, that's because Jordan was a devastating athlete. He's the best scorer that was, he made it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Even when he wasn't feeling good in the flu game, he made it look easy. But we know, and he knows it was hard. He knows that. He knows it was hard. It's Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller from the outside. It's Reggie Miller. That's a guy who made it look easy. Reggie Miller. That's a guy who made it look easy. Steph Curry makes it look easy. Jordan, to me, didn't make it look easy because of all the high-flying antics that he did. I knew 100% when I watched Jordan play that I did not have that ability. There was nothing in my body that told me if I practice hard enough, I will be able to do that stuff. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Standing from the outside, hitting a 17-footer, I've done that before. Just nothing like Hardaway or Miller or anything like that. But the stuff that Michael Jordan was doing, look, I'm like a white dude. I can't jump. Pelicans down 21 at the half. Pelicans are going to get their butts whooped, and they'll probably get beat in the sixth. Jordan also had hands as big as Shaq, too. Yeah, that kind of helps. Jordan was the greatest of all time. I disagree. Jordan was the greatest scorer of all time. That he was. What up, Joe? What up, Gibson? Yo, Gibson, man, I went to the gym today. You know what, Gibson? You know what, bro? I was like, rigged or not, he was going to win every title. I wouldn't say that, but he was going to win. So LeBron's better than Jordan. LeBron is a better all-around player than Jordan. LeBron brings up his whole team instantly. Jordan didn't have to do that. It's two different dynamics. Jordan won scoring title and defensive player of the year. LeBron, I disagree. LeBron's the greatest, baby. Yeah, there it is. Maria, Maria, are you Rivera? Are you a woman? I'm asking because a lot of times, guys say stuff that might not exactly be. So if you're a woman, let us know so we, don't say anything offensive. You disagree. It happened. I don't get why you guys think they want him to win. Okay, you're a guy. Okay, cool. Nobody's done it. Why we think LeBron's gonna win? You don't understand. Oh, you're trying to figure out the secret sauce. Oh, you're trying to get in on the sauce. You try to get in on it. Read it again. Somebody trying to LeBron is great. Somebody trying to get in on the sauce. Oh man. I don't know who that is trying to figure out why we doing what we saying about LeBron. He want the sauce. You can't handle the sauce. All right? Trying to get in on the sauce. Why we do's what we do's over here. Why we think LeBron is going to win. You don't understand why we think LeBron's going to win. Well, the sauce, the sauce that goes into the method of madness, it's basically money. The NBA loses money when LeBron is not on the court, for one, and when LeBron is not in play. So, and this is all factual. Give them, give the Bernie Mac. Facing the NBA, LeBron, a lot, so many NBA finals. Yeah, LeBron has lost so many NBA finals. Okay, all right, we're going to have to let you in on some of the sauce on why we think LeBron's going to win this season. Hold on. Hold on. This can get long-winded, but I'm going to give you the unabridged version. All right, so here's a few reasons why LeBron is the face of the NBA, okay? So know this. LeBron's the face of the NBA. We all know this. LeBron has lost a lot of finals. We do know this. But we think that LeBron is touted to be the greatest player ever, one. And you got to understand, when LeBron was losing those finals, there were other players who were older in the game who they were owed some finals. You know what I'm saying? There were other teams who were just owed some finals. They were owed some rings. So when LeBron's turn came up, okay, for one, he went to Miami. Now, before LeBron went to Miami, LeBron used to do the same thing all the time. He used to cry about help. He used to say, I don't have enough help. And he said it over and over and over. And then finally he left, went to Miami, and that was just that. Went out there, won 2 rings. Then they was like, can you come on back? And he was just like, I'm feeling like you guys, ain't loyal. Now, you got to understand, LeBron James is in Cleveland. Cleveland, their economy goes up about, their economy goes up about $500 million or so a year. So he makes a huge difference, in the economy. So they started giving LeBron financial incentives on that tip. So LeBron's like, okay, I'll come on back. Now, if you don't understand that the NBA was fixed and that the games in the finals in 2016 was fixed, then you haven't been paying attention. All right? Those games were definitely fixed. there's no way. And this is when I first got into the NBA is Fixed in 2016. When, and I say this, some of you guys have heard it before, but I got to say it again. When the Toronto Raptors lost to Cleveland, an announcer said that the Toronto Raptors missed 12 foul shots. And they said the NBA does not want Toronto Raptors to go to the NBA Finals. And when I heard that, I was like, I'm going to make a video called The NBA is Fixed. Now, also, I have a neighbor, and my neighbor was just like, why don't you watch sports? And I said, because they're fixed. And he was like, no, they're not. And I'm just like, yes, they are. And I knew he watched my videos, so I started making the NBA is Fixed videos. That was in 2016. And I haven't stopped yet, and I've been right for 2 finals. Now, said it's not hard to pick the 2 best teams in the NBA and say that they're going to go to the finals. And I'm just like, okay, fine. But I picked the 2 winners. I didn't just pick the 2 best teams. I picked the 2 winners of the NBA for the last 2 years. Now, okay, so financially, it just makes more sense for LeBron James to be seen and or on the court because of all the money that the NBA, you won't have the winner. Oh, Biggs, my brother from another mother. Listen, Biggs, let's be clear. Even if I'm wrong, it don't matter. NBA is fixed. But if I'm right, oh, Brother Biggs, you're going to be on me a couple dollars, ain't you? Oh. What up? It's be at ease. You might be on the Philly losing in the we ain't losing nothing to Philly. Biggs, yeah. Yeah, Biggs. See, Biggs, I know why you talking stuff. I know why you talking all that hackety-schmackety, Biggs, because you don't want them to win. You don't want them to win because you know you owe me a pizza. That's why you talking that schmackety-schmack, that government cheese. But I'm telling you right now, it's government cheese all day. LeBron James all day. As far as the money and everything is concerned, he's worth so much money to the NBA. Now, yeah, he's lost a couple finals, but look at the finals when LeBron James lost. Tell me what happened when LeBron James lost those finals. And I'm not talking about the one in 2017. I'm talking about the earlier finals. Look at what happened to LeBron when he lost those finals. What were they saying? They were like, LeBron James doesn't show up. He looks like he doesn't want to play. Remember, that was the commentary on a couple of them straight finals he was in. They were just like, every year he makes it to the finals. He looked like he doesn't want to play. He looks lost. Do you think he was doing that on purpose? The answer, yes. He was doing it on purpose because some other people were owed rings. But now LeBron is like, 33, going to be 34 soon. I want my rings. It is what it is. Boom. So he's going to get his 7 rings, as far as I'm concerned, and he's going to get out of there as the greatest of all time. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen. Well, all black people don't think sports are fixed. All black people don't think sports are fixed. And to me, that's not a racist comment because all black people do have a train of thought, when it comes to certain things. But we do not all think sports are fixed. Trust me, my neighbor who I was talking about, he very black. He was just like, it's not fixed. And he started watching my channel and started seeing me pick the winners. And he was just like, You might be the only white guy in here. Welcome, white guy. Hello, white person. Come on in. Look, you're not the only, you might be the only white guy in here now, but you're definitely not the only white guy on my channel. There's white guys flying around my channel all day. The best black people. Black people are the best. I am not going there with the black people are the best. Black people have their perks. White people have their perks. The strongest man in the world in the strongest man competition, it's usually a white guy. Somewhere in the Netherlands or, Zurich or one of those crazy Nordic Isles, Took me 5 years to convince my white friends that the WWE WWE. Yo, white people love the WWE, man. All sports are fixed, I believe it. Love the WWE. You know what I'm saying? White people love it. Yeah, Kevin Love gonna go off tomorrow. 7 rings from LeBron. Is that with the Cavs? No, that at the end is with the Cavs. I believe LeBron is gonna retire with the Cavs. Yes. Kevin Love is not trash. He's just playing like it now because he has to. I know it's awesome. But yeah, it's pretty fake. Tony, you need to suplex somebody's put in comments. I'm not suplexing anybody. Oh my goodness. But I did go to the gym today, Gibson, and I did incline bench. And I did some dumbbells. I went up to 80 pounds with the dumbbells on the incline bench. It was hurting my back though. I could have went more. I could have did 100, but it was hurting my back lifting them up. Just to get them to the position. It's hurt my back. So, yeah, then I did 245 3 times. I made a video of it, so it's on there. Love has been trash for last minute. Okay, say that tomorrow. Say that tomorrow. Turns out and scored 16 points in the first quarter. 10 in the second quarter. Freaking 15 in the third quarter. 5 in the third quarter. Love just goes off 30 points. Wait a minute, so who's Clarkson? Kelly Clarkson, the singer? Who's Clarkson? Is that a player? The Undertaker ain't from. The Undertaker is not from Parts Unknown. Yeah, Kevin Love is going to stop him. Yeah, he's not trash. Yeah, you got to lift, man. Do your push-ups. If you go back far enough in my YouTube videos, I do. Oh, okay. There it is. What on, man? Okay. Well, I can't dunk at all. If I jump up and down one good time, I'm going to come down and stay there. Oh, we're delusional. Tristan Thompson may do good as well. Yeah, if he can get away from them Kardashian witches. Man, 245. I hit the incline bench in a minute. 245. I was like, let's go. 3 times? I think I did it either twice or 3. Trying to tell you, man, if I start going in there twice a week, I'm telling you, I'll hit 300 on an incline bench. There's no doubt in my mind that I can hit 300 on an incline bench. Yeah. Yeah, Gibson, I ain't playing. fired up, Gibson. Let's go. Drop down and give me 20. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, Biggs. You got some coin on my super chat that says I can't? What you got on it that says I can't bench on the incline 300? 300 even. What you got on that? What you got on that, Biggs? Huh? You want to throw something down on that? I ain't think so. I ain't think so. Hoodness, Clarkson, and Love goes off tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, do it. Move on to the next. Okay. What you got on that? What anybody got on that? I will go in there in 2 days and go live and show you 300 on the incline bench and do it. Repetition. Put something on it. You'll see this 51-year-old go in there and put 300 on that. Yeah. Yeah. Flex on them. All right. Have me get fired up in there for about 3 seconds. I got about 3 seconds of fired up I can get. After that, my blood pressure goes up. I can't do it anymore. But I got 3 seconds. I want to light something up. Shoot, you got some money on it? Shoot. You want none of me on that, man. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll put 300 on there. Hey, man. You fired up. I'm trying to keep it PG. I'll keep it. There ain't no ladies on here. So, you know. There's no ladies on here, Biggs. So, now if my little homie was on, I wouldn't have done that. She's like 11 years old. I wouldn't have done that, but yeah. I would have done this though. Oh, ooh. That I would have done. She can handle that. 11-year-old can handle that. Oh, that's his choice. Yeah. I have never done that. Never. I think he is. I think LeBron's going to next. Good con. I've never had the weight fall on my chest. From a slippage or anything like that. I got pinned up under some weight before, but I've never had the whole. For one, the people that usually, I don't know what that is, Runscape. Now, the people that usually have that happen to them are benching like 500 pounds. And a lot of times, some people, even benching 200 pounds, will use a suicide grip. Suicide grip is when you're like this and the weight's resting here. That's why they call it suicide. Yeah. Yeah, suicide grip. Don't use a suicide grip. Yeah, no thumb. That's why they call it suicide grip, because if it falls on your neck, you're going to die. It will crush you. A lot of guys will pick up 405 in a suicide grip trying to show off. And I just don't get that at all. You know, next thing you know, the weight is sitting on their chest and they're, you know, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? You went up too high and now you're getting blasted. No, I never use or buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I always grip like this. I've had 225 in a suicide grip before, but I usually go ahead and wrap the thumb around, straighten the wrist, because if you have 300 pounds on there and you do one of these with your wrist, that weight's going to go forward and you're going to lose balance of the weight. So I always get right up under it. You know, this where good forearms come into play too. You know, if you got some good strong forearms, you can, you know, get a good handle on that weight. You know, and you know, then I bring the weight out. And another thing I don't do is I don't bounce. You see a lot of and arching your back and bouncing. Those are just bad ideas. It's just terrible, terrible form, and why people are doing it is just beyond me. But you know, I bring the weight out. You know, I have weightlifting videos on here, so I just bring it out, measure it up, boom. You know what I'm saying? If it's me maxing out. Now I gotta say this 300 pounds on the incline bench. I don't think I've ever done that before, but I know I can do it. Yeah, I paused. 500 and dropped it on. Yeah, but he died because his lungs were. Yeah. Snapped his wrist. Boom. Yeah, that's easy to do. The most weight I've ever had on was 335, and that was like months ago. I was eating meat, so I can't do that now because I don't eat meat. I was getting a lot of that protein from meat and chicken, stuff like that. I don't eat like that anymore, so I don't have the strength to push that weight. You know, I mean, within a week, I lost the ability to lift that much weight. You know, so and not only that, I lost the drive to continue because I was going to the gym 3 times a week then. Now I go maybe once a week, maybe twice every now and then, but when you don't have that protein and you don't have that drive, you know, you're not all hyped up like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. So it's like, I don't even care anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it on a conventional bench. I was doing 365 on a conventional. I was doing 335, you know. So, you know, I was knocking out 315 on free weights 3-4 times, you know, and without straining because I don't like to strain. So if I hit 315 3 times, it was without straining, and I just put the weight up. So you don't have a chance. Well, I'm not as strong as I used to be, you know, just a couple months ago. Like I said, I don't eat meat anymore, so I can't torque out that kind of weight anymore, but I can still knock out 315 one good time. My max is 335. About 2 months ago, I did that 2-3 months ago. You saw the one I just put up recently, Biggs. Biggs, don't make me. Biggs. I am not coming up with a gematria system. Biggs. I do think he's going to the next, but Biggs. Okay, Biggs. All right. You just okay, Biggs. All right. I'll tell you what. Go and try to sit up here and try to besmirch. You besmirching. You're trying to besmirch. I only did 225. For one, the recent video I just put up, I was on an incline bench doing 225. And that happened today. And I did it 1, 2, 3, or 4 times. That's after I was doing sets with the dumbbells. I started at 65. Then I went up to, I started at 60. Then I went for 10 times, 2 sets. 70 10 times for 2 sets, and then I went 80 6 times for 1 set. So then after that, I went and did the incline bench. But you know what, Beggs? Put your money where your mouth is. That's all I'm gonna say to you, because you can try to besmirch the old G as long as you want to, but you know, maybe I'll just direct you guys to my Instagram. When I was cracking weights open. Let me see. I'm gonna give you. See what? Not this one. I gotta direct you guys to some of my Instagram, and I have. I can't read your comments right now. Try to besmirch. You besmirching. You got the nerve to come on my channel and start besmirching. I like that though. Just once you see me cracking open some of this weight, you ain't gonna be talking that yik yak, because then I'm gonna be like, Biggs, where's your videos at? Oh, you ain't got no videos. You live away. All right, this is 335 right here. How do I send this link to you guys? All right, this is my, come on here, besmirching. I like you though, Biggs. This is my Instagram. I like you though, Biggs. Okay, I guess I can't send this link out. Huh. All right. That's crazy. All right. I'll just have to find it on Instagram, or not on Instagram, but my Instagram is TTONE202, and you can see me bench pressing 335. 335 flap isn't the same as incline. Okay, so look. Let's just get it straight. What do you want? What do you want to see me do, Biggs? And what you gonna put on it? I'm not just gonna go in there and bust my nuts just so you can be happy. I might not do that. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Put something on it. And this 51-year-old man will go in there and put 300 pounds even, and I'll video the whole thing. And if I don't lift it, I don't lift it. But put something on it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just saying, if you can only do. All right, well, then you just doubt it. You just be doubting it then. Okay. Okay, doubt it if you want to. No, I just lifted today. I wouldn't be able to do it today or tomorrow because I did a lot of reps today. What you saw was the end of the workout. Steelers and Panthers, yeah, Steelers and Panthers. Like I said, I would need 2 days of rest. It's for muscle rest. Because I did, let's see how many sets I did. 2 sets of 60 with the dumbbells, 2 sets of 70, 1 set of 80, 1 set of 225 4 times, and 1 set of 245 twice. And mind you, I do that all on my own. I don't lift with a partner. Okay? So I'm doing that all on my own. I know I bench press, incline bench 300 pounds. I just know I can. Big Cousins, that's a big dude. I wonder what he can bench press. Yeah. I know I can. I mean, if I went in there and warmed up, no doubt. Hit that 275 one time, boom. Especially once I hit 275 and I feel it, then I'd be like, okay, I can't do it. If I strain with 275, I'd be like, I can't do it. But if I go in there and I lift 275 like this, take it off rack, I know I can bench 300. I know I can. And I did 245 twice, and I knew I could have done it more. So I know I can. Give me a couple days. I'll film it. I'll film it. I'm good. Good for you, big. Yeah, it is. For one, you're not listening to what I'm saying. If I gauge the weight. I don't go in there and put on 300 pounds like, yeah, I'm going to just, snap it to a Slim Jim. Nah. I move up. I go in there. I warm up 135. Throw on 225. You know what I'm saying? Hit it twice. See where I'm at. Then I probably throw on 245. 1, 2. See where I'm at. And then I gauge it from there and say, I can or cannot do it. But this isn't after a workout. I had already worked out with dumbbells. If I go in there fresh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I believe I can. You know what I'm saying? But if I got up to 280 and got it off the bar and was like, this isn't going to work, I would just put it down. Yeah, I'm going to film it. I'm telling you I'm going to film it. I mean, if I got up to 280, I would just put it down and be like, I'm not going to get this off my chest. Huh? I'm not going to be that dude. That's not me. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to go to New York. Yeah. Plus, I would have to get a belt and everything. And I have one. I just need to go downstairs and get it. Wear it. What? Yeah, Blake Griffin, I think he was talking about LeBron going to New York. Well, give me a couple days, Gibson. I'll go in there and do it. Yeah, I'll go in there and do it for you. Them 80s was sticking it to me. I was like, yeah, once I started cranking them 80s, I was like, okay, 80s. I was handling them 80s. Six times, 6, 7. I was like, all right. I was like, I know I can pick up 200 and 200, 100-pound each dumbbells, crank a leg. I know I could. But my back started hurting because you got to bend over to get the weight. Man, I said, man, I don't want to be hurt in the morning. Now, if I had a partner, I would have done some hundreds. Next time I'll film the whole workout too. How much can you lift, Gibson? What's your incline bench? Max. Biggs. I'm sorry, Biggs. Yeah. Biggs, what's your max? Yeah, see, Gibson's stronger than me. Biggs, what's your max, Biggs? Talking that. You don't think I can? Shoot. How does old man show you up in the gym? Get in there and snap it to a Slim Jim. Old man show you up. Make me show you up. Don't do it. Still a lot of weight. 320 is a lot of weight. I've never incline benched over 275. One time for one rep. I can do 225 probably 6 times. Yeah, I can do 225. I did it 4 times today. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Probably have mad leg strength though. Yeah, I can. I can bench. Well, if I had a spotter, I might be able to get it 6 times, 7 times. Excuse me. 225. If I really was trying to, strain at it. But I don't like straining. I don't like it at all. And 300 pounds on an incline, that would be definite. Like I would definitely have somebody, spot me who really knew how to spot because I've never been up that high. I just know that I can do it. But what I'll do is instead of trying to put my body through some type of shock, what I'll do is just to prove that I can do it. You say it was going to 7 before 6. Didn't you say it was going to 7 before 6? What do you mean, Abdul? I am not even close to that now, but circumstances these past 3 years haven't been the best. Yeah, I understand. Did I say it was going to go Pacers game 6? No, I said it was going to go to game 7. No. So what I'll do is I'll start going in there and just doing some incline exercises just to see where I'm at. And then when I do the whole thing, like I'll still film that if you guys want to see that, But when I do it for real, then I'll mark it on the video and I'll show you guys, what I'm doing. But going in there once a week and, you're not going bench, incline 300 pounds going in there once a week. So I, have to start getting my regimen up and then doing it. Didn't you say the series was going to go to game 7 before game 6? I said it was going to go to game 7. Yeah, I predicted it would go to game 7. Yeah, thank you. And Cleveland should win in game 7. Unless the NBA gods do something else. It just makes no sense for Cleveland to lose. Makes no sense at all. Go grab me a soda. Because I sipped the soda. Maybe 6 in finals. Depends on who they play, Ward. I'm going to sip the soda. I'll be right back. You guys, sip the soda. I sipped the soda. I accepted. I love you. Girl, you tripping. I know you been Cody. Nah, I'm thinking that it's the finals. Depends on who they play, but I say the finals go to game 7. You know why I say that? Because in my mind, the two teams that are going to go to the final, it's just worth seeing them go to game 7. And I mean a good game 7. I don't mean a sorry blowout game 7. I mean a good fight game 7. I can see Houston and Cleveland going to game 7. If Golden State got back in there, it just wouldn't even be worth watching. Cleveland would would lose terribly. Yeah. So I probably might do my homework. In the finals, I might go to the gym tomorrow and I might do some stuff tomorrow. I might go to the gym. To the big boy gym, because I can't go to the little gym. Who do you think is joining LeBron if he goes to the Knicks? I should be asking you that question. Okay, so I don't know. He might get he might steal Paul George. He was trying to get him to come to Cleveland. He might go ahead and get rid of Porzingis. He's kind of like a dead weight now. He might draft J.R. Smith. I can't see a J.R. saying no. I think Melo would definitely leave OKC. Damian Lillard on trade. Don't see nothing wrong with that either. Listen, Damian Lillard would probably be, okay, so the way I'm looking at Damian Lillard is he is the leader of the Trailblazers, right? He's got a team under his wing, but they just got dusted. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got their ass kicked, And I'm thinking, if I was Damian Lillard, here's two situations. Would I, A, stay on the same team, pretty much go into the playoffs and get dusted again, knowing this is going to happen? If things kind of stay the change, there's no really big trades going on, all the superstars kind of stay put where they are, is a good chance you're going to go and get blown away again in the first round. That's A. Or B, do I go to the Knicks with LeBron, Melo, Paul George, and be the fourth big man on campus? You're not the big man on campus anymore. You're just one of them. And now you have a dope starting four, and hopefully you got a good bench and possibly go ahead and win a ring or go further into the playoffs. Depends on what his pay is. If you're making $25 million for that year on the Blazers, you probably are not going to make that if you go to the Knicks because you got too many high-dollar people there. LeBron always gets max pay. That's like $33 million. So you might be looking at, taking a $5 million pay cut. You might do $15 million. But you might end up with a ring. So there's just two situations there where he would have to think about. Okay, then you might think, okay, if I do leave, on a contractual basis, do I want to sign for 1 year or 2 years? If I'm going 15 million for 1 year, just to see if it works out, or do I go, no, I want 30 million for 2 years, guaranteed. And it all depends, is how much longer is this contract where he's at? So there's just some things he would just have to figure out contractually. He said he wanted them. Well, I mean, yeah, follow the money, but when you're messing with LeBron, you already know that he's going to get his max pay. LeBron wants to win, yeah. So LeBron wants to join the team where he isn't forced to carry them all the time. No, bro. So he has to be. He carries team. No, what I'm saying is, okay, well, who's carrying who? Damian Lillard obviously isn't going to carry the Trailblazers. Yo told you Utah in 6. Okay. Will it be a close game or blowout against the Pacers? I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. That's what I think. I think it's going to go in like the 125 range. But I think it's going to be like 125 to maybe like 105, 115. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be too much, but it's not going to be what just happened to them. The refs are always going to help. And it's going to be obvious. It's going to be game 5 last year in the finals, obvious. It's just going to be obvious that the refs are helping. It's going to be Tracy McGrady saying that the refs are going to help. It's going to be it's going to be obvious. Yeah, fine. But we were talking about individually what each contract would look like and how long they would stay. Once again, what each contract would look like. The contract constitutes if they leave or not. This is not Tom Brady we're talking about. This is not, you know what, Bill Belichick, my woman makes, hundreds of millions of dollars, so I don't need the money. Go ahead, build a team around you, not me. Tom is not thinking on those levels anymore. Yeah, he's going to stay. Who going to come talk to me? Who going to come talk to me? Any one of those jokers is more than happy to come on and talk to me. But all they're going to do is fill my head with a bunch of stuff that I don't really care about. I'll be like, oh, really? You had a triple-double win? Can you explain to me what that is? Because when it comes to basketball intelligence, let's just face it, I'm like in the 2nd grade. I really don't care. I don't. I know enough about it. I don't really. You tell me what Jordan did in 90-something, I'll be like, oh, okay, that cool. All right. Yeah. Sip my soda and keep going. I just don't care. One thing I'd be able to tell them is what they're going to do. I'd be like, yeah, man, you slammed that ball. Wow, you just jumped up and you got those 2 points. That was impressive. Yeah, you're going to lose the next game no matter how much you jump up and slam the ball and parade about like that's the best thing in the world. You're going to lose. So Enjoy that. I'd be an oracle to them. Yeah, you're going to lose. Enjoy that. Paul George gone, but Magic ain't taking him with those. I hear you. Yeah, see, I don't think they all know it's rigged. Cam Newton knows it's rigged. Cam Newton has known the NFL was rigged before he got in it. If any rookie ever knew that the NFL was rigged, Cam Newton knew. He knew. He knew because he was on the take early. Oh, no doubt. I believe 100% that his family took that $180,000. They got 2 installments of like $180,000. I believe it 100%. Cam Newton was playing in a JUCO. Okay? It's like Randy Moss at one time was playing in a JUCO. He was playing in a JUCO. And he was just clowning. Then he goes and wins the national championship to Florida. I'm telling you, he got paid. Listen, that same coach that he had down there is now the coach for Ohio State. All right? Come on. Okay? That's right down the street. Like, them dudes been crooked. Cam Newton has been on the take. I don't care what he says. I like Cam. He's my favorite quarterback. But we know you're on the take, Cam. And I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry that you lost all those contracts for those millions of dollars. You're a great guy. I don't believe what you said was harmful to women at all. I think the world is America is just touchy because these women are trying to run America. So I don't feel sorry for you as the juggernaut you are, the financial juggernaut you are. I don't really feel sorry on that tip. I feel sorry for anybody who's in sports and can't speak freely without some woman crying about it and trying to Bill Cosby you and get money out of you. I just think that's a shame that sports are feminized now. You can't be a guy anymore. You just can't. You have to watch everything you say. You just can't be tits and ass. Yeah. Some chick can be like, oh my God, I'm offended. Give me space. I'm suing you. It's just like, you know what? Go hide up under a rock. Bye. Because you don't need to be out here in the world. You need to, women are from Venus, men are from Pluto or whatever. Go to whatever planet you are. Here, get on this rocket ship and call Elon Musk and put you on this rocket ship where you can go to a planet by yourself and complain. Because I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't want to hear about it. Cam Newton didn't say nothing wrong. He said, I'm not used to hearing women talking about routes. There aren't any women playing professional football. There's none. There's not one quarterback. There's not one play caller that is a female in the NFL. There isn't one. So when a female talks about routes, he's correct. He's not used to hearing women talk about routes. That is a true statement, and nobody else is. It's like, oh my God, I wish these women would just go to another planet, the ones that are crying. Then you got women who are pissed off at the chicks who are doing all this crying. It'd be like, you better shut up because I want a man. And the man that I got, I'm good. You better take your crying ass. I got kids, you better take all that somewhere else. We're not trying to hear that. I don't mind a dude opening the door for me. Let him open the door. Baby, come on over here and open this door. Yes, baby, I'll open the door for you. Here you go, baby. Thank you very much, baby. You're welcome, baby. There's some women who have, the freaking reporter. There's some, but I'm not even sure, I didn't hear her complain. I'm not even sure she complained. Then he had to go make this long, elongated apology, like he just, looked up some high school girl's skirt or something like that. I have daughters, and I just don't want my daughters to think. Your daughters ain't thinking nothing about what you just did. Your daughters are watching you put up 400 yards in your rookie year. Yeah, your daughters are watching a rerun of that. You think your daughter's sitting around going, Daddy, you offended me when you said, they're like, no, Dad, there's no females who play for professional football. What are these people crying about? Shoot. What are they crying about, Dad? No woman plays professional football. Get out of here. I'm not used to hearing a woman talk routes either. And please don't say that lingerie, yada, yada, because those women aren't talking about routes. Those women aren't setting up a 2-3. Okay? Those women aren't looking at middle linebackers and trying to calculate if Ray Lewis is about to take somebody's head off. If I send Ocho Seco across the middle, is he going to get hit by Ronnie Lott full speed and going to catch a concussion by, no. Is Big John Riggins going to come up the middle and he's going to get hit like Christian Okoye did and his whole career fell when Christian Okoye got hit? No, there's none of that, Are we going to send Barry Sanders to the inside, to the 2-hole, to the 4-hole, or to the 1-hole, or to the 3-hole? Where's Barry Sanders? No, those girls aren't doing that. That's not what they're doing. So it's just get out of here. I'm not trying to hear none of that. They're not doing in and arounds up there in lingerie football. There's no in and around. There's no quarterback sweep. There's no guard pulling to the left. Get out of here. Cleveland and 7, absolutely. Those girls are drop back, look. The coast is clear, they're running the ball. Close is not clear, they're firing the ball down the field. I wish Cam would have called me. I wish he'd been like, Tone, can you cover this one? I'll be his PR manager. I'd have stepped in like, excuse me, how many women play professional football? None. Okay, case closed. Everybody shut up and give him his contracts back. Thank you very much. Bye. That's it. Case closed. All the women crying about it don't watch football. Yeah, I'll tell you what, ladies. How about you just don't watch football? I'm tired of hearing women crying about stuff. Do you know that these women got upset because there was a sign that said men at work and they wanted the sign to change and just said people at work? Wait a minute. There are men outside, construction workers, working in the elements, and there's a sign that clearly says what gender is outside working. And there's no women out there working with them. It's clearly stating that there's men out here working. And you're upset about that. You know what? Build your own bridge. Get a bunch of women out here and tell a bunch of women to get out here with a power jackhammer, one of the big old things. Get out here and do it. Knock yourself out. Get a group of women to build this next bridge. And I ain't talking about no small bridge. I'm talking about one of them LA overlapping bridges. Get out here and build your own bridge. Hell, Atlanta just lost a bridge about a year ago, burnt down. Get out here and go build Atlanta's new bridge. All you women who are complaining about it, go do it. And I'm sure they can. Knock yourself out. Tired of hearing about it. So are the women raising their sons to be men or to be people? Right. Like your son is a man. That's what we hope your son is going to grow up to be. But you might want your son to grow up to be Bruce Jenner. Or you might tell your son something completely stupid, unholy, and unreal, unmoral, and say, you know what, you can grow up to be exactly what you want to be. Like this one guy is a grown man, wife, children, everything. This knucklehead decided to leave his family that he had and go live with his mother and father again as a 6-year-old girl. Let me state that again. He has children. He has a wife. He has a household, a job, a whole system that he is embedded in. And one day he decides he wants to be a 6-year-old girl. And he leaves all of that behind and goes back to his mother's house. And he lives like a 6-year-old girl. Do I need to repeat that? Just in case you guys didn't get that, do I need to repeat it again? Because I'm still astounded. And they were just like, we support him. I would punch him in his damn stomach so fast. You 40-year-old goofball. I'm gonna hit you with a reality punch if you don't get your stupid ass back to your wife and kids and make sure that them kids grow up the right way. This isn't about you. Nobody care what you have a chance to be. You have children. Okay? Those kids need you. They're looking up to you to be an example of what's right and wrong in this world. Who gives a damn about what you think? Go and teach them kids right and wrong because they are codependent on you. These are not grown children. These are children. These are little ones trying to figure out what happened to their dad. You know what that's going to do to them? There are plenty of people running around this world who don't know who their father is. They know who their father is, and they watched him walk away to become a 6-year-old girl. They're going to be messed up for the rest of their life. And that's what really pissed me off. I wanted to jump through the screen when I saw that. I'm glad he ain't my neighbor. Glad I don't know you. Glad I don't know them kids. Because I'd have been like, man, bro, you couldn't be my homeboy. You couldn't have been somebody I hung out with. Yeah, you couldn't have been somebody I was cool with and then tell me some old nonsense like that. I would have just told you, don't you ever come around me again, ever. Because I'm going to flatten you. I don't want to see you. And he was a big dude, too. I'd be like, I don't want to see your ugly face again. Because now these kids, this little girl and this little boy, is confused on every single level on what exactly it is to not only have a father, but one day to be one. Like, the confusion in these kids' head is just, and of course the wife, she's trying to be supportive on both ends, but she's probably mad as hell right now. Like, because she's at home taking care of these two kids when she did everything the right way. She was raised the right way. She found herself what was seemingly to be a good man who had everything that was required to have a household, to have a nuclear family, everything. She did it all right, and then one day it just fell apart. Just one day it all fell apart for somebody's stupid ideology of what they should have been when they were, which they can't even be. It just felt, and she's got to be sitting there like, how did I get into a car wreck when there were no cars around? How did I just end up getting into a car wreck? No, I got into a train wreck and I wasn't even riding the train. How did this happen? It's got to be unfathomable. I just can't. Right. It just, everything is flip-flopped in that house. And then they publicized it. And that's just the hurting part. And he's sitting there with a little girl's outfit on, and it just hurts to see. I can't, America. I cannot deal with y'all on these levels. I just can't. I can't support it. I can't, people like, well, why you ain't got nothing to do with you? Why you mad? Well, if I had a little girl, little boy, I got to explain what this asshole is doing. I got to explain to them, look, this idiot thinks he's a 6-year-old girl. He doesn't have any mental problems. He's just the problems that he has at home. He doesn't want to deal with the pressures at home. So he ran back to his mother and father. This is what you don't want. This is a prime example of what you don't want to be around. This is the destruction of America when it comes to the men. Just tearing men down in every single way that they can and feminizing men. And this is a result of a weak-ass man who is feminized. Children, this is what you don't want in your life. That's it. Last I checked, he's still that way. You can't be a man anymore in America. You can't. Girls are right all the time. What? Wait, what? You can't be a man. Football is, listen, when it comes to football, I do understand the whole concussion thing. I get that. Concussions are real. So this is one reason why I told you guys why I got out of football is because of, incidents like that. And I just didn't have it in me anymore to get hit like that and to hit people like that. But now it's a game of pitter-pat. Let's just take the Drew Brees. The Drew Brees, why Drew Brees didn't go to the freaking championship game, the Super Bowl. Let's just take Tyrone Biggs, who caught the ball, turned around, and next thing you know, it was just smooth sailing from, the rest of the way down. If you look at the way the defender tried to hit him, he tried to hit him like he was basically what he's trying to do was knock him out of balance. So what did he do? He dipped his head, and Biggs turned around, and dude ran right by him and hit one of his own teammates, and both of them was knocked out. Some of that, like people are like, oh, that was fixed. That might be. But some of that is because the way the NFL has come down on a lot of these players delivering hits. And you've seen it all last year. You're just like, wait a minute, you can't hit like that anymore? You can't Ronnie Lott somebody anymore. You can't do that. You can't Mean Joe Green them. You got flip-flopping all over the field to try to draw a foul. This is a lot different than, the Iron Curtain of, the 1980s. Yeah. So that play was a prime example of what the NBA, of what the NFL has done to football. That's the reason why he was trying to tackle like that. When I made a video about it, I was just like, I don't really know if this was fake. The NFL fines you like $25,000 for hitting somebody in a way where you draw a technical. Now, if you are he's a defensive back, okay? This is not a Richard Sherman defensive back. All right, this is somebody that, truthfully, I've never heard of him, but that's not saying anything. I don't watch football. But for one, that kid was a rookie. That defensive back was a rookie. And in your rookie season, you don't get paid a lot. They cut all that out with DeMarcus Russell. DeMarcus Russell had a huge contract for the Raiders and didn't do well at all. Next thing you know, he was out of the NFL. And they were just like, no more big dollars on rookie contracts. This is why the Seahawks, Russell, whatever his name is, this is why when he went to the Super Bowl, he did that on a rookie contract. which means he wasn't going to get big money until the following year. The following year, he got $60 million to be the face of the franchise. All right, you got to understand that. So when you have a rookie defensive back in the game and all these fines are flying around, that rookie is probably not making that. It's probably not making that much money. Even if he has like a $4 or $5 million contract, which I doubt he has. Probably not even close to, maybe $2 million, maybe $2, $3 million. You can look it up and actually find out. Half of that is already gone because of the tax. 40% of that money is gone immediately. So let's just say he was doing a $5 million contract. 3.5 of it, he's got 3.5 that after taxes, and then you got the NFL fees and all this other stuff. So he doesn't have a lot of money to toss around. And I really doubt if he got a $5 million contract. Nonetheless, so charging him a $25,000 fine for a hit, which is what the NFL is doing. Just imagine him racking those. He's a defensive back. You can rack up 6, 7 of those in a game easily. So they have a new way of hitting you. They don't hit you like they used to. Even the linebackers, Clay Matthews, Ray Lewis, they don't hit you like Ray Lewis used to hit you. They don't. Listen, Ray Lewis hit a guy so hard that he broke his shoulder. All right? There's a method in how they changed everything. That's why I looked at the play and was just like, that's the NFL's fault. The NFL caused the Minnesota Miracle. When I saw that way that player did that. So there's a whole dynamic that's changed in the NFL that's not exactly good for the players. In the NFL, Roger Goodell is taking money off of these players. That's what I'm saying. When the trade happens in rookie season, a lot of these players don't know this. And then when they get in, they want to buy their mama a house and all that. It's just like, because I'm going to go broke real fast. Because if I hit this guy and my head drops just slightly and the referee calls a tackle on me, I'm about to get fined $30,000. Trust me. They fined Dwight Howard $34,000 because he made a sexual suggestion while he was on the floor this year. He did like this. That is a sexual perverted suggestion to some chick in the crowd. But of course, every kid in the world saw it. $35,000. They're serious, okay? They're serious. When they're fining you, they're taking your money. They're just not hitting you with fines. It's different out there. It's not full steam. The NFL is not running full steam. People are not coming down and hitting each other full steam. Remember when you wasn't sure if somebody called a fair catch or not? They come down and they're looking for the ball. They're like this, and you're not sure if they did like this or not. And you can mow their ass right over. They catch that damn ball, and they don't call a fair catch. Try that now. You'll be on the sideline. You'll be like, he didn't call a fair catch, and I mowed him over. I did exactly what you told me to do. Well, you did what we told you to. However, there's a new clause in doing what we tell you to. Well, we are not exactly responsible if you mow somebody over while playing an offensive, defensive position. I mean, there's all this verbiage that goes with it. You need a lawyer just to figure it out. In other words, you're on your own when you get out on the field. Your coach is not going to back you up. Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that. You don't believe me? Just look at it. It's not the same way it was 10 years ago. It's not. It's been feminized. female announcers now. I don't want to hear it. She announced that Denver game. I was like, nope. I can tell if it was a man or a woman. I was like, is that a woman? No. I don't want to hear a female commentate the game. I don't. She can tell me the news. I'll listen to that. Love female reporters. Tell me the news, baby. What happened? Give it to me straight, baby. What happened? Hamburger. Man, I can't believe that happened. Thanks a lot. Well, I feel like it's going to be the Steelers because of what happened in the second round of the playoffs. When I looked at the Steelers, I was going, at the beginning of the year, the Steelers, they didn't look right. Ben Roethlisberger had one of the worst games in his life. But, I'm from Pittsburgh. I've watched the Steelers do this before with Franco Harris. Didn't have it together. Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swann, John Stallworth, what I'm saying? Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, when they just wasn't firing on all cylinders. And then next thing you know, they just turned into freaking, unhuman, like beast out there and just start tearing people's face off. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yeah, I've seen the Steelers do it over and over and over. That's the thing about the Steelers. They have the same system. Noel put a system in there. He doesn't have any cheerleaders. He put a system in there, and it works. This is why Steelers are the best franchise in football, if you ask me. Matter of fact, I think they are. I think there's only one other team that has 6. That's San Francisco. I think San Francisco only has 5. Steelers have 6. All right? They're the best franchise in football. Now, that being said, when I was looking at all the Steelers' weapons, and then I start saying, I know who's going to get hurt in the next game, and then that person gets hurt. That made me realize that the Steelers aren't firing on all cylinders at will. They're being controlled. Le'Veon Bell can win a game pretty much on his own. He's just that good. Le'Veon Bell gets hurt. Le'Veon Bell comes back. Le'Veon Bell doesn't want to play in the playoff game. It's like he doesn't even want to be there. It's like you were hurt. You came back. Now you act like you don't want to play. Something's not right there. Something's going on. Ben Roethlisberger starts throwing strikes all day, and then it's all this talk about Ben Roethlisberger leaving. It's like, I'm not going anywhere. Then you have Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster, young, dynamic player, gets hurt. But nonetheless, he gets hurt. He gets hurt. Then I think he gets thrown out of a game because of something he did with Cincinnati. It just didn't make sense. Some fight with Cincinnati. It just, certain things start happening that just didn't make sense. And I'm like, this is all narrative. They're doing this to take Pittsburgh out of the game. And then, of course, the best receiver in the doggone league last year after the catch is Antonio Brown. He's not the fastest. He's not the quickest, but he's probably the smartest receiver in the game after the catch. Ryan Shazier. Well, see, the thing about Ryan Shazier is I saw that hit. And I'm going to tell you something. That hit was Ryan Shazier's fault. Now, of course, nobody wants to say that, but he hit that. When Ryan Shazier hit that player, his whole body kept going forward and his neck stopped. His head stopped. Boom. Stopped flush. His body kept coming forward. Boom. Right there. I've had a burner like that before. Hitting somebody like that goes right down your neck, and it can cause you to be paralyzed for the rest of your life. Now, I don't know if Ryan Shazier got better. I don't know if he's is he walking? I don't know what his status is. But that hit is definitely what you don't want to do. It wasn't the defensive player didn't put a hit on him. Or excuse me, the offensive player. Shazier is a defensive player. You know, he put the hit on him. Like when I watched the Ohio State game, I watched Penn State play against Ohio State. The Penn State defensive player came up, boom, hit the Ohio State guy. Same thing. He was out for a year. So I don't know what Shazier's position is and where he's at. I'm hoping he gets better because it's a terrible thing to happen. But that was his fault by the way he delivered the hit. He didn't deliver the hit with his shoulder. He delivered it with his head. So they're doing a lot of pumping up, you know, trying to get Shazier better, trying to make him feel, you know, because feeling better, you know, can heal your body faster. They still want him to be a part of the team. But let's just face it, if he can't play eventually on an 82-man roster, they're going to just, you know, they're going to cut you. And I'm not even sure if they have or not. But if he can't come back and play, they're going to cut him. And, you know, there goes, you know, his money pretty much. You know, he might have all kind of other foundations or whatever to help keep him financially afloat. But I'm sure he's probably already got this in his head, like, I need to make some financial adjustments, you know, and maybe move to a smaller house or, you know, something like that. So I'm sure he's already done stuff on that level or thinking about that level. But if you're saying that for some type of tribute, I don't think just because he got hurt like that, that there's going to be a tribute to him. I don't think he was some type of sacrifice or anything. I just don't. I don't really, well, the Panthers, I think, listen, I know the NFL owes one to the Panthers. They owe me one. You owe me one. Peyton Manning going out on top because I didn't get that fumble. You guys owe me one. 17-1. We could have had a perfect season. And the only people that ever did that was the Miami Dolphins. You owe me one. Okay? And this is the Miami Dolphins like back in the freaking 70s. This is before Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins. All right? This is before there was 18 games. Miami Dolphins had a stellar year. Undefeated. Nobody's ever done that. And then finally I have the chance to do that and make history again. And you deny me of that because you want this Goomba to go out on top? Screw that. Screw Peyton Manning. No. Yeah. You gonna sit there and tell me not to dive on this ball and to actually look like I'm holding other players back? Talking about I would have came down on it wrong. No, you would have came down on it. It would have been your possession. But you let them get that ball because you know if you didn't, there was going to be big trouble in Little China. Let's be for real and be for Rody. Trying to hear it out of you, Cam. I love you, my dog, all day, Cam, but you know it's rigged. You know it's rigged. And then they go and sucker punch you. How they going to sucker punch you the next year, Cam? That just sucks, doesn't it? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to lose a ring. I'm going to lose making history. And then you want to sucker punch me the next year with this old feminist nonsense? Make you want to get a new job, don't it, Cam? Don't you wish you could do something else and get all that money? No, you can't. Not yet. Because, Cam, you are a slave. You're a slave to the rhythm. You don't do what they say. No big cars, fancy houses, brother. It's just how it is. You're a slave. Welcome to slavery, Cam. 2018. Enjoy. Cam is not his own man. He can't do what the hell he wants. Ain't none of that. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. And I enjoy talking to you guys as always. And everybody else is kind of quiet, so everybody else probably falling asleep. But I'm going to hit the hay. I'm going to read this word and go and rest my eyes. Because I got a lot of homework to do tomorrow. And I will make more gym videos of me. I don't know what time the game is, so yeah, I'll get on before the game. What time's the game tomorrow? Yeah. What time does LeBron play tomorrow? I mean, if you want me to get on before the game, I will get on before the game, you know. So I'll do that, you know. And other than that, I am gonna make some more workout videos. Me practicing my bench press, my incline bench press. Since you guys are interested in how much I can pick up, why you are, I don't know. But like I only live for fun. I don't really live. What happened, Legend? Get on tone, sleep well. Yeah. Well, don't know if you're leaving. Yeah, I'm gonna leave in a few minutes. Just sound like it. Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave. Awesome tone. Pace everything. Yeah, I'm gonna size it up. I mean, by what I felt today, you know, I could probably be able to do it, and you know, it just won't take that long. But I'm gonna just do some practice video just to show you guys where I'm at, and just so nobody thinks it's unreal. And when I actually do it, it's like, okay, you know, I am for real. You guys, thanks for hanging out with the old dude, and much to you, big homies. Be safe out there, man, and I will be on tomorrow before the game. All right? God loves you guys. I'm out.